Thank you, Chandrasekhar, for your beautiful prayer. We are listening to Krishna trying to impart us Rajavidya, Rajaguhya. Insofar as knowledge, the king of knowledge, and knowing, again, Vidya, it's also Rajaguhya, the secret of secrets Krishna has been revealing to us in this chapter. We completed the 14th shloka yesterday, if I am right.
Yes, Gurugale.
Yeah. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantasya dridavvrtaha namasyantya mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. I think I made myself clear. When Krishna says this, definitely he means you have to do your activity and still remember him, not leave everything the responsibility of yours and sit in the room and pray him. There are people who can do that, yogis. And I consider myself and we people as people involved in the life. Therefore, it must give a lesson to us. We go to the 15th. Jnana yajnena chapyanne ejanto mam upasate. Some other people worship me with jnana yajna. He told in the 4th chapter, jnana is the ultimate. Jnane parisamapyate. Everything ends up with jnana. Jnana yajnena chapyanne. Anya means others. Others will worship me with jnana yajna. That is by realizing that everything that I have been seeing around is an expression of cosmic consciousness, and with an appropriate behavior for being God in front of us. Yajanto mam upasate. Worshipping me, they do my upasana. Ekatvena prutakvena bahuda vishwatomukam. And then he says he is Vishwatomukha. He told us in chapter 6, shloka 30, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha mai pashyati, sastasyaham na pranashyami sachame na pranashyati. What he meant was, when you remember me, I also remember you. And therefore, he must be everywhere at the same time. That is his capacity, not ours. So, Vishwatomukha means I have been there everywhere. That's why we call him all-pervasive. He is everywhere. Ekatvena prutakvena they worship. Worship me as one who is many-faceted, one who can appear in many beings. Everywhere he is. So some other people worship me with jnana yajna. Ejanto mam upasate. They do my upasana, they do my prayer, they do my japa, they remember me and do their duties. And I am everywhere, as he says in Vishwatomukam. This is an important word for us to notice. When Krishna says this, Arjuna will be asking a question about this Vishwatomukha or Vishwarupa in the 11th chapter. That we will come to when we go there. But the point is, we all see each other as different human beings. If we can have a vision that everything is an expression of that cosmic consciousness when we see once, that is his Vishwatomukha, that is his faces everywhere, everything is himself. I think we can recite. Jnana yajnena chapyanne.
Jnana yajnena chapyanne.
Yajanto mam upasate.
Yajanto mam upasate.
Ekatvena prutakvena.
एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन
बहुधा विश्वतोमुखम्
बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम्
ज्ञानयज्ञेन चाप्यन्ये
ज्ञानयज्ञेन चाप्यन्ये
यजन्तो मामुपासते
यजन्तो मामुपासते
एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन
एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन
बहुधा विश्वतोमुखम्.
बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम्.
Continuing the same argument, he says where he is actually Vishwatomukam, he is explaining Ahankraturaham Megna Swadaham Aham Oshadam Mantroham Ahamevajyam Aham Agnir Aham Bhutam. You remember 24th shloka of 4th chapter. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahmakarma Samadhina. 24th shloka of 4th chapter, you can note there. Without using any one of those words, he is telling the same thing again. Ahankratu raham yajnaha. There are kratu yajna, there are two usages of one, Shrota yajna and Smarta yajna. Let's not bother about it. I am yajna. Swadaha momaushadam. I am the thing offered to the God. I am the food. Aushadam means food in Sanskrit. Mantroham. Mantra is also me. Ahame vajyam. Again, I am the key. Aham Agni Raham Hutam. Agni is also me. And its burning out is also me. That is again saying everything is me in an yajna. Brahma Arpanam, Brahma Havihi, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam. What he said was the spoon with the ghee is offered to Agni is me. And Agni is also me. And the havis that you put in Agni is also me. The man who is putting the havis into the fire is also me. And also the man who is getting this yajna done, the yajman, is also me. And the phala that you want to gain is also me. That is what he had told in 4th chapter when he said Brahma from Brahmahavi. Exactly the same thing he is repeating. Aham kratu raham yajnaha swadaham aushadam. I am ritual, I am worship, I am food that is offered, I am food in general, aushadam. Food is, that's why we say annam brahma. Anna is also the food that we eat is nothing but him. And then I am the chant, I am mantra, I am the ghee, I am the fire, I am the oblation. I am the act of putting ghee into me is also me. Exactly the same thing, not using a single word which he used in chapter 4. He says the same thing. Brahma Arpanam, Brahma. I think you remember the story that I told you in that context. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa saying that everything is an expression of God. And a man listening, oh, I am also God, and getting hurt by the kick of the elephant. I hope you remember that. That is not it. So when he says, Aham Kartaraham Megna, I am everything. In 7th chapter, 7th shloka, he said, Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. There is nothing other than me here, Arjuna he told. Before saying that Matta Parataram Nasti Kinchidasti Dhananjaya, he also told there are two Prakriti, Para and Apara, both of them are me only. That is, matter is also me, the consciousness also me. So he is trying to explain that further and saying, as we have in Upanishad, Purnamadha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Ushishyate. That's another great shloka from Upanishad. Everything is an expression of that cosmic consciousness, and here is one. I think we can recite. Aham kraturaham yajnaha
Aham kraturaham yajnaha
tadahamaham aushadam
tadaham aushadham
mantroham ahamevajyam
mantroham ahamevajyam
aham agniraham hutam
aham agniraham hutam
aham kraturaham yajnaha
aham kraturaham yajnaha
tadahamaham aushadam
tadaham aushadham
mantroham ahamevajyam
mantroham ahamevajyam
aham agniraham hutam.
aham agniraham hutam.
After saying that, he explains further what he meant by what he said by this. Pitahamasya jagataha. I am the father of this entire creation. Pitahamasya jagataha. Mata data pitamaha. This is what we start our Bhagavad Gita class with. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Tvameva bandhusya sakha tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. This is the first prayer that we do every day before we start. Exactly the same. I am the father, I am the mother, I am the great-grandfather. Pitamaha. I am the great-grandfather. Vedyam pavitram onkara. Another important thing, he says again that I am there in Onkara. Vedyam pavitram onkara. Know that I am the Onkara. Om is not that we are saying God, we are seeing God when we repeat Om. When you say Om with your full breath, you are that is the intention with this. We say the spirit in this is also spirit in what is there outside. Vedyam pavitram onkara ruksama ejurevacha. Rugveda is me, Samaveda is also me, Yajurveda is also me. Again he is saying this universe is an expression of himself. As he said earlier, Sutre Maniganaiva. God passes through through each one of us as the thread passes through each bead, and we are considered beads here. We have been here for a small duty of ours to perform. Until we are liberated, we will be born and reborn, which you already know. When you become a full human being, understanding all that is said in Bhagavad Gita or Jnana, if you get, there is no more need to come back to this birth and death cycle. That is the end of the concept of end of a man's cycle according to our scriptures. All three major religions that have come out of India, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. Moksha is the end. Pitahamasya jagato. I am the father of the entire Jagat. Also Mata, mother. Pitamaha, great-grandfather. Vedyam pavitram onkara. Know me as Onkara. Again, underline that. Know me. Entire shloka you can underline. But no, just underline Vedyam pavitram. Many times he says Onkara is that great. And somewhere I read the sound that is near the sun, who is a burning body, the sound is said to be Onkara there also. Om might have come that from that sound only. Vedyam pavitram onkara, Ruk Sama Yajurveda. Rugveda is also me, Yajurveda is also me, Samaveda also is me. You can write Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva reference there if you are writing some references. Or Brahmarpanam Brahmavid 424, or Purnamada Purnamidam. All these shlokas tell that the entire universe is an expression of that cosmic consciousness, which he remembers us once again. Sir, but we always feel separate. Yes, as long as we are aware, like in the waking state, we are separate. Where do we merge back? You all know when we sit in dhyana, dhyane atmani pashyanti, that is what he said. If we can sit without ego for a few minutes, then what shines in each living being is the same cosmic consciousness which shines everywhere, is shining through us also. It's an important point which he is trying to tell Arjuna and to tell us in Bhagavad Gita. I think we can recite. Pitahamasya jagataha
पिताहमस्य जगतः
mata dhata pitamaha
माता धाता पितामहः
vedyam pavitram omkara
वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कार
ruksama yajurevacha
रुक्सामयजुरेव च
pitahamasya jagata
पिताहमस्य जगतः
mata dhata pitamaha
माता धाता पितामहः
vedyam pavitram omkara
वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः
ruksama yajurevacha.
रुक्सामयजुरेव च.
The data means maintainer. We think we have been doing maintaining ourselves. Krishna says, I have been doing that to you. I have been looking after you, he says. And we can also realize that whatever capacity you have got is given, is there in you because God is there in you. Everyone is born with a different capacity and a different job, and everyone is a beautiful flower on the same tree of this cosmic consciousness. So let's go further. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Sharanam Nivasa Sharanam Surat. Prabhu Pralayasthanam Nidanam Bijamami. He completely explains what he said in Aham Taturaham Yajna. Gati, the result of all actions, where we have to read Prabhu, the king, the creator, Sakshi, who is in each one of us in the form of Sakshi, a witness, Sakshi, Nivasaha, our abode, Sharanam Surut. I am there in every heart. He loves each one of us without any difference. Sardam Sarobhotanam, that is what he said earlier. I am there in each heart. I am well-wisher of each one, well-wisher of each of us, well-wisher of every created being, because he is the creation. He is there in each one of us. So, Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidanam Bijamovir. Many things he told this. I am the result of all our actions. Gatir Bharta. One who nourishes. We think we digest what we eat, but not so much. It happens by itself. It happens because of him in us, we get the things that we eat. And witness, Sakshi, which we saw, that is what we see, what we are asked to know in the last but one shloka of the 3rd chapter. Which one?
Indriyani Paranyahu.
Thank you. Indriyani Paranyahu, Indriyabhyah Paramanaha, Manasastu Parabuddhi, Yobuddhe, Pastastu Saha. Can you give me the number, Shilpa?
342, Guru.
You're right, 342 there. Chapter 3, 42nd shloka. That is the Sakshi in each one of us. I gave you the example of CCTV cameras of the modern day. They see everything that goes on, but they don't react or whatever you do. God is in us like that. Observes everything that I do, you do, and everyone does. Doesn't say do this or do that. He leaves it to us. If we want to go towards him, we have a different way to go. If we do not want to go towards him, we have a different way to go. And he keeps us free also to do that. So he says, Gatir, Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi, Nivasaha, abode, home of everyone, Sharanam, and Sharanam means to surrender, Surat, well-wisher of everyone. Prabhava Pralayasthanam. And then he says, I am one from whom the whole creation has come, and I am the destruction once again. I am the present position, and I am the bija in everybody. That is Sutre Manigana again. So there is nothing other than me is explained further by saying this. Gati, Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi, Nivasaha, Sharanam, Sur. Prabhavaha, Pralayaha. Creation and destruction, they are also me. For present position, Nidanam, Bijam, Ubhayam. I am the imperishable bija in every living being. That is to say, I am everything. I think we can recite. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi
Gatyarbharta Prabhu Sakshi
Nivasa Sharanam Surat
Nivasascharanam Suhrita
Prabhava Pralayasthanam
Prabhava Pralayasthanam
Nidanam Bijamuviyam
Dhanam Bijamavyayam
Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi
Gatyarbharta Prabhu Sakshi
Nivasa Sharanam Surat
Nivasascharanam Suhrita
Prabhava Pralayasthanam
Prabhava Pralayasthanam
Nidanam Bijamuviyam.
Dhanam Bijamavyayam.
Further, you can put bracket from Aham Kraturaham Yajna. We will close it whenever that topic is over. Next he says, Tapamyaham aham varsha nigranam utsrajamika. Amrutam chaya amrutasya sadasasya aham arjuna. Further he says, I am the person who withdraw the rains and also who give the rains. Tapamyaham, tapami means as sun I take the water from the sea to the skies. And in rain I pour it back for the welfare of my expressions. Nigranam utsrajamicha. I am the giver and I am the taker. Both are me. And I am the Amrita. Nectar is me. Mrityu is also me. Amaratva is also me. When we get back to that cosmic consciousness, we say we have become one with the we called moksha. We have reached moksha. That is the highest we said. Mrityu is going again to the cycle of death and birth and death. It is also me. Sat is also me. Asat is also me. What is left? Again, he is saying, I am an expression of this unit. Tapamyaham aham varsham. 3 years back, we went to Chardham Yatra. We were waiting in Badrinath helipad to go to Kedarnath. There was rain that day. And we were a family group going there. One of our group person told that you are a reader of Bhagavad Gita, because we were worried whether we would be going or not. And he asked, if you pray for that, would it happen by reading Gita? I said yes. And there was plenty of time. I recited all the 18 chapters. Rain stopped and absolutely stopped. There was no rain at all. But the still helicopter did not come because Kedar, the rain was still going on in Kedar. So that was God's plan that we should not go there. And power of Bhagavad Gita is that you may pray for that, your prayer will be answered. I saw it as an interesting example in my own life. As they asked me whether Bhagavad Gita could stop the rain, I read it and prayed, it stopped. But as we were not good enough to reach there in the idea of Krishna, we could not go there. Tapamyaham aham varsha. I shine as a hot sun and also give it back in the form of rain. Nigrana mutsrijamicha. I withdraw and also give it. Amritam is me, Mrityu is me, Sat is me, Asat is also me. What is left outside? Everything is me, he says. Entire universe we see is his expression. We must be humble enough to see this truth. Ravana is also he, Rama is also he. Duryodhana is also Krishna, Arjuna is also Krishna. What is this going on? A big play is on. We have a duty, small duty to do and before we reach home. So we are here for understanding that, for knowing that, before we reach that ultimate goal and get one with him. Until then we are separate. Tapamyaham aham varsha. And I see one thing, when there is no rain, they do Parjana Japa according to our Shastra. When I was in Shumoga, I said, there was no rains and people were expecting. All my students got together in Shumoga in a particular temple. We prayed, we recited the entire Bhagavad Gita as a request to God to get us rain. According to Krishna, Karmanyevadikaraste Mahapaleshu Kadachana. Recite and go out. It's me whether to give or not, I will decide. And the rain did come, that's a different thing. What we should do in such situation is, we must pray for what we want. That is Karmanyevadikaraste Mahapaleshu Kadachana. Result, he will decide. What to do? As Krishna said, we will remember him. We will remember his entire advice of 575 shlokas which he has said to Arjuna and to us. Thank him with our request that we are in trouble. And then result, accept whatever comes. He will give us strength to bear it. So, tapamyaham aham varsham. When there is no rain, or when there is a big problem, read Bhagavad Gita in full. Leave the rest to him. What would happen by that? We will have enough strength to face whatever that comes later, if we can pray God. I told you my mother was a simple lady. She had one highest prayer. She would light a lamp and put it before God's place in the house when she was in great difficulty and prostrate. Accept everything that came later. This is what is to be done. Pray, read Bhagavad Gita, leave it at that. He will look after the remaining things. You must be very much assured of that, because Bhagavad Gita tells that I look after you. I think we can recite this shloka. Tapamyaham aham varsham
Tapamyaham aham varsham
nigranamutsurjami cha
Nigruhnamyutsrujami cha
amrutam chaiva mrityuscha
Amrutam chaiva mrityuscha
tadasachaham arjuna.
Tadasachaham Arjuna.
Tapamyaham aham varsham
Tapamyaham aham varsham
nigranamutsurjami cha
Nigruhnamyutsrujami cha
amrutam chaiva mrityuscha
Amrutam chaiva mrityuscha
tadasachaham arjuna.
Tadasachaham Arjuna.
Close that bracket which you started in the previous shloka. Ahankraturaham yajna. Those are the 4 shlokas where he says he is everything once again. He changes the topic a little. Traividya mam sopa puta papa yagneristva prarthayante te punyamasadya surendra lokam ashtanti devan divyateva bhuva. In our Vedas, there are many rituals. Even there are rituals for you to reach Swarga. This is done by Sattvic people. Puta Papa, he says. People who have completed all their papa, cleared up all their papas. Somapaha, there was what is called a Soma plant in India at that time probably. It is said to be not existing in India now. That was the liquid that they offered to Agni, that is what is said. Traividya means Veda Vidya. Rukya Veda Vidya. They worship me, people worship me, good people worship, Puta Papa worship me. Yajnair Ishtva Prarthayante. They do yajna and pray for Swarga. Swargatim Praptayante. Underline that. They pray for Swarga. If you do an Ashwamedha yoga, Ashwamedha yaga, it is said that you can go to Swarga. And they do such yajna and pray for Swarga. Krishna doesn't say they don't go there. Look at the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Te punyam asadya surendra lokam. By that sincere yajna that they did, they go to Surendra Loka. They go to Swarga. Surendra Loka is Swarga. They go to Swarga. Ashnanti Devan Divideva Bhoga. What is special in Swarga? There is no pain there. There is no hunger there. There is only joy there. Nothing but joy, bliss, bliss, and bliss. That's why they want Swarga. They do yajna and go there. Ashnanti Devan Divideva Bhogan. And also they enjoy all those things that are in Swarga. Highest joys that are there in the form of food and other things. I don't know what are there because I have not been there. So they will enjoy the beauties of Swarga. Krishna also says there is no doubt that they can also go. And you can also go to Swarga if you can do these yajnas with such sincerity. Traividyamam Somapaha, the knowers of 3 Vedas who perform rituals, which Soma is offered, and thereby being purified their papas. By doing the yajna, their papa disappears. Having propitiated me with the rituals, they pray to go to heaven. They offer to God whatever they want to, and they want to go to heaven. Gaining the world of Indra, they go to heaven again, which is the result of their purifying themselves. They enjoy the heavenly joys. They enjoy the heavenly joys. Beautiful shloka this is, because Krishna doesn't say don't do it. If you do it, you will enjoy it. If you do yajna, you can go to Swarga and enjoy the joys that are there available in the Swarga. Maybe it is bliss, maybe it is the joy of seeing Vishnu and Lakshmi sitting together in front of you, or maybe seeing Shiva and Parvati sitting in front of you, sitting in a beautiful, relaxable seat and watching. Maybe that is it. So that is possible, Krishna assures. Traividyamam Somapaha Putapapa. Drinkers of Somarasa, that is what is said. So Putapapa means those who have removed all their evils, all their papas. Yajnairištva prarthayante. By doing their yajna, they pray for Swarga. Swargatim praptayante. Underline Swargatim. Some words in every shloka will give you such beautiful clue to what is the meaning of shloka of Bhagavad Gita, even when you do not know Sanskrit. That's the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Should I know complete Sanskrit to understand Bhagavad Gita? No. Good if you know it. There is nothing wrong. If you know Sanskrit, you are a scholar, you can read it, understand it every day. It's so good. Is it not there for others? That's my question. It is for all of us because we can also understand whatever may be our mother tongue. Because this is a beautiful class with different people of mother tongue, Tamil, Marathi, Hindi, and Tamil, Telugu. These people, I am told, all are there. So all of us, it is possible because all our mother tongues have drawn lot of words from Sanskrit. That will give us a clue to read the Sanskrit portion of Bhagavad Gita. And there is joy in reading what Krishna has said in his own language. You can also read the other translations of it and enjoy it. Not that it is not possible. But shlokas, when they are told by Krishna, they have a wonderful power and which you need not miss. Therefore, we read it in Sanskrit. Traividyamam sumapaha putapapa. Those who have eradicated all their papas by their good karma, the drinkers of soma, do yajna, pray for Swarga, and they reach Swarga and enjoy the beauties of Swarga. That is what he says in this shloka. Hope you have all got the essence of it. Veda Vidya, there are many rituals, which he already said in the second chapter, you remember 44, 45 and 46, he said, Vedavadrata Partha Nanyadastiti Vadinaha Kamatmanaha Sargapara, which you have underlined. I had asked you to reflect over them. There is also a criticism by Krishna. Don't go on doing all those things. You do your job, whatever you are born for. So if you do yajna, won't I go to a Sarga? Krishna says you would definitely go. What would he say next is very important. I think we can recite this. Traividyamam somapa putapapaha
Vidyamam somapa puta papaha
yajnerištva sargatim prarthayante
Vignerishtva sargatim prarthayante
te punyamasadya surendra lokam
Te punyamasadya surendra lokam
ashnanti devan ashnanti divyan divi deva bhogan
Ashtanti divyan divi deva bhogan
Traividyamam somapa putapapaha
Vidyamam somapa puta papaha
yajnerištva sargatim prarthayante
Vignerishtva sargatim prarthayante
te punyamasadya surendra lokam
Te punyamasadya surendra lokam
ashnanti divyan divi deva bhogan.
Ashtanti divyan divi deva bhogan.
And the next shloka is really great. And you will realize the beauty of Bhagavad Gita here in this shloka. They have done yajna and prayed God to give them Swarga. They will go there definitely. They will enjoy all the bhogas of Swarga. Whatever is not there on earth is there in Swarga. Tetam bhuktva Swargalokam vishalam. Having prayed there, they will go and enjoy all the beauties of Swarga. But next line you underline, Kshine punye martyalokam vishanti. When your punya is over, you will have to come back to earth. Kshine punye. It is just like, we have a beautiful example. You are staying in a star hotel. You need not do anything at all. Breakfast is brought to you to your room. Lunch is served there. And all comforts are looked after. You will get hot water to take bath anytime you want. Plenty of towels are supplied. Beautiful bed is there. You can sit, enjoy. How long possible? unless until you have money to pay them back. What would they do when your money is over? When you can't pay the star hotel people their bills? Simply, they will keep our baggage out of the hotel and we will come back to earth. Exactly the same thing happens, Krishna says, if you do yajna and reach Sarga. Chandrapa Gaudara has a very wonderful smile on his face. The beauty of Bhagavad Gita is this. So when your punya is over, you will have to come back. Shine punye matyalokam vishanti. When your punya is over, you will come back to this matyaloka where the cycle of birth and death continues here. Evam trayi dharma manuprapanna gata gata kama kama lavate. These Veda people do not leave it. They come here, again they collect all things necessary for a yajna. They do another yajna, they go to Sarga, they come back. This cycle will continue. That is what Krishna has been saying. They don't learn, oh, this is not permanent, let us think of something other than what is there other than this. They don't do it. They come back to earth. Again, they begin to collect things that are necessary for the yajna. They do yajna, go to Sarga, and when Kshine Punya, Martilokam Vishanti. When Punya is over, back to earth. One of the greatest shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself saying, when your Punya is over, you will come back. You will come back to earth. Tetam Bhuktva Sargalokam Vishalam. That's a very wide Sargaloka. You have got everything that you want there. All joys you are expecting in on earth is there in Sarga. Tetam Bhuktva Sargalokam Vishalam. Those who did yajna, as he said in the previous shloka, enjoy the beauties of Sarga. That is also very wide Sarga. We can go everywhere, you can drink anything. It is just like Adam and Eve. They were left on earth by God, creating two, young boy and girl. Enjoy your life, they said. But he did not keep quiet. All is good, but don't eat the fruit from this tree. So he kept a small virus in their brain. The question started, why shouldn't we eat this one? And that made them so unhappy. They could not talk to each other. They could not enjoy themselves. Only question in the mind of Adam and Eve was this, why shouldn't we eat this? Why shouldn't we eat this? Nothing other than that existed in their mind. Ultimately, they ate and the world began. That is what Christianity also tells us. So here also he says, even with all yajna you go to Sarga, you will enjoy there. When your punya is over, that you have gained by your yajna, kshine punye matyalokam vishanti. When your money is over, you will be back on the street. When your punya is over, you will be back on earth. Evam trayi dharma manuprapanna gata gata kama kama. But these people, they don't go beyond that at all. They will be doing that cycle of going to Sarga and coming back to earth. Going to Sarga and coming back to earth. That they will repeat. Krishna is saying, they will not know a better thing than this. Only they will repeat this and they come back and go. Coming and going. And they will be in samsara in this way, he says. I think we can recite a wonderful shloka. You can underline both Traividyamam, Sompa, Potapapa, and also this one, because beautifully Krishna explains what happens if you do certain rituals for certain desires. You will definitely get the result. When the punya is over, you will be back to square one. Back to square one, so you will be there where you were earlier. I think we can recite. Tetam bhuktva sarga lokam vishalam.
Tetam bhuktva sarga lokam vishalam.
Krine punye martya lokam vishanti.
Krine punye martya lokam vishanti.
एवं त्रयी धर्ममनुप्रपन्ना
एवं त्रयी धर्ममनुप्रपन्ना
गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते
गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते
एतं भुक्त्वा स्वर्गलोकं विशालम्
एतं भुक्त्वा स्वर्गलोकं विशालम्
क्षीणे पुण्ये मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति
विणे पुण्ये मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति
एवं त्रयी धर्ममनुप्रपन्ना
एवं त्रयी धर्ममनुप्रपन्ना
गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते.
गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते.
So he again says what he said in shloka number 43 and 44 of second chapter. He repeats in a different way. You will reach Swarga, but you will come back. But the next shloka is very important one. That Krishna's tongue it is said. We will take it up tomorrow. Do the prayer, Chandrasekhar.